netizens, hello. Welcome to this newsroom. If you still never subscribe to this channel and you dey hear this news, e no balance now. Abeg, subscribe to this channel so you can join us and take off on this flight. On today's episode, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has warned against appealing for his release, stating that he did not commit any crime. Nnamdi Kanu don tire. He say make nobody beg for him again. Say na criminal they dey even beg for like that. Say never commit any crime, so why people dey beg? Kanu's counsel, Aloy Jimako, disclosed this on Saturday in a statement. According to him, Kanu's warning followed appeals made by some Southeast leaders for his release. He get who never beg for this Kanu. Everybody don dey beg. They don't beg Tinubu. They don't beg. But the government still no dey say anything. Niger On Point reported that Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu, and other Southeast legislators called on President Tinubu to release the IPOB leader. Ejimako, in his statement published on his social media handle, said Kanu was displeased with appeals for his release and frowned at such appeals on Friday. It read, "During my visitation with Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yesterday, he made it abundantly clear that while he is deeply appreciative of the efforts and widespread calls being made by well-meaning individuals and groups to secure his release, he, however, instructed his legal team to issue the following clarification. The matter of releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy, pardon, executive clemency, or even amnesty. Instead, it should be an act of simply complying with the subsisting Federal High Court judgment that declared his detention as unconstitutional, or even the extant International Tribunal decision that separately declared his detention as unlawful. Alternatively, the decision to free him from detention and discontinue his infamous persecution can be made by simply resorting to constitutional provisions that empower the Attorney General of the Federation on directives of the President to discontinue any persecution. In a nutshell, his release is supposed to be constitutional." Onyedu Mazi Kanu is adamant that nobody should plead or beg. Don't beg anybody on his behalf because he has committed no crime. Self-determination, which is a real issue that got twisted to suddenly becoming a high crime in an inalienable right guaranteed under the laws of Nigeria. He said, the United Nations, the United Kingdom, and Kenya has given this inalienable right, and Nigeria is supposed to practice it. Thus, the perverse and unlawful criminalization of his exercise of this right should not be unwittingly encouraged. He said, releasing Nnamdi Kanu is not an act of mercy or pardon, but an act of abiding by law. Inasmuch as those calling for his release are sincere, their calls for pardon or clemency may be misconstrued as a green light to the executive branch or even the courts to violate the rule of law by continuing to subject Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a persecution or trial that does not comport with the tenets of the Constitution and Nigeria's treaty obligation. He said instead of begging, those desiring his release should emulate the language and tact used by Afenifere or Haneze, World Igbo Congress, WIC, ranking members of the National Assembly, American military veterans of Igbo descent, AVID, ambassadors for self-determination, those based in America, and many other bodies who have made it clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu deserves to be released because he has committed no offense known to law. He said, if truth be told, it is Nigeria's executive branch which extraordinarily reconditioned Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that should show contrition for resulting to extraordinary rendition. He said, may nobody beg again. Most importantly, Onyedu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sincerely thanks everyone, Sha. He said, thank you. All those working hard for my restoration, all those working hard to maintain security in Southeast, all those working hard to ensure that Igbo community continues to thrive. Make una well done. I'm really grateful. But please, you people should not beg again. So netizens, una don hear? If you want to help Nnamdi Kanu at this point, make sure you are going through the law, because it is actually through the law that is going to show that he's not a criminal and that legally he is supposed to be free. So wetin be your own comment? You think say this begging go help? Abi you think say waiting on the law will actually yield any results? Na this same Nigeria we dey sha o. Drop your comment for the comment section. Maybe hear wetin dey your mind. And if you're still yet to subscribe to this channel, I beg now, hit that button. May all of us fit take off together.